Feel like you've been had sometimes? Hi friends, it's Adam, the crippled cannabis cowboy. Thanks for watching another one of my Crips and Buds videos. I'm Cripple and I like buds of cannabis. If you learned something from this shit, then subscribe to the channel. Help me out a little bit. Help another one out a little bit. Watch where you get seeds from, cause it could lead to a pain in the ass. I know. And say you get some seeds from some person gave them to you, or you bought them off Telegram or some dumb shit, and then you grow it and something happens and it harms and you don't see it and it gets pollen in your tent and you have to clean everything. I'm noticing with the pollen you have to wipe everything down, every little nook and cranny. It is a pain in the ass. So how I learned actually is just watching videos. I watched a bunch of videos about buying seeds, and from experience, look at if they're a reputable seed company, like a reputable breeder, and check if they got a website, check if they got a business. When I type in their Google word or whatever, if a website comes up with the name in it and it sort of has like the same name as the seed company, it's neat. You'll kind of click on it, send an email, find out if they're real, talk to somebody, read the reviews. That was a big thing I did. I read the reviews from a whole bunch of different seed companies, and I found the ones that worked for my particular climate. You have to pay attention to that. I live in New England, so it makes no sense to try to grow some equatorial cannabis strain. It just, or cultivar, whatever. It makes no sense. Like even something from Hawaii, or it's kind of foolish. There are particular things that were designed to handle North American weather. Look into the reviews, look into the knowledge of the particular cultivar you're going to get into. There's a few different kinds. You can get regular seeds, they're the cheapest, I noticed. There's the feminized, those are the most expensive. Typically it's a female. And then there's the autoflowers, and that's a whole nother game. And I'm to be honest, the autoflowers, they make it easy. They can become your biggest plant after you learn the tricks of the trade. So this is all just, I don't know, shoot from the hip. I don't really know about Seedsman, Mephisto. There's North Atlantic Seed Company. There's, oh man, there's so many. GetSeedsHere.com. All those different. You can find them. Just look up a seed that you particularly are interested in, and you don't need much. You'll figure out what you need, and it can be very nightmarish if you get the wrong shit. So I know what that feels like. So spend the time, research it, figure out what you want to do with your money. It's your money. Don't forget that Telegram crap, man. Get it from a good, reputable company. The other trick I learned, it kind of combines with things, but you have to practice. So you got to start growing your own plant. That's just normal. Now figure out your rules where you are. Where I am, I'm allowed 6 plants. With another person, I'm allowed 12 per household max. I think outside is illegal right now. It's always changing. But figure out what your rules are. Then, there's a question if you're a rule breaker. I break rules. I grew up that way. So find someone you can help. You know, find someone that you know is interested in getting into growing and say they want some fucking seedlings or whatever. Forget about the seeds. Practice on growing seedlings. If you get the seedlings down, because that's actually the hardest step, then the rest of it is kind of like a breeze. After you learn the systematic foundations, sorry, that was a little choke. It's a lot easier than I thought. You drive yourself crazy. So find someone that you can practice with, and there's all kinds of different ways you can practice. So I'm lucky. I run my mouth a lot, so I have to help people out. And now's the season, you know, to plant outdoors. So yo man, I love seedlings. That's just my thing. You know, there's big worlds in seedlings. There's big worlds in veg. There's big worlds in flower. There's big worlds in soil. There's so many big worlds to this damn plant that you can just dive in, man. You can just swim around. Thanks for checking me out. Subscribe to the channel. Get somebody else to start talking on this shit or start growing it. That's even better.